Hi, I'm Doyle Ward, and I really focus on helping people learn how to access and use their intuition to help them realize that they are unlimited beings with infinite potential.
This is very important work. I think all of us would benefit from something along these lines. It brings me, though, to that's the inspirational part of you, the transformational life coach.
Right.
But you also do other types of coaching as well, don't you?
I do. I do a lot of spiritual coaching. I consider myself an intuitive medium, intuitive channel. A lot of people, when they think of like intuition or mediumship, they think, what's an intuitive medium? Well, a medium is someone who contacts, the other side, the spirit world, right? Ooh, right? It is Halloween, aw. But I think that it's more than that. It's different than that. There's another quality that people don't understand. I think that I'm connecting with people in front of me here in this world. I think I'm connecting with their own spirit to help bring that out and have them sort of be reintroduced to who they really are.
Okay, we need to explore this thought. I just now got fascinated. All right, so when you're talking to me on the radio, you're not just talking to my physical being. You're talking to me on every level. My spiritual being, my higher self, my soul.
Well, all of that is here with you now.
Oh, goody.
It's not just you
Can
here.
You see it?
Well,
sort of?
You can feel it.
You can feel it. And so when you approach life like this, it changes the timbre of what you see, what you say, but more particularly, if I'm hearing you right, how you feel.
Absolutely. That's right. So when I'm seeing you, I am seeing who you are sitting here in front of me, this very beautiful woman.
We did that well, didn't we?
We did. So anyway, I'm seeing you here in the physical, but also where I think my perception is a little different is that I am not seeing the limitations of the physical.
The body.
Of just, who you think you are as a physical being and that kind of thing. I am sort of I'm always seeing the greater potential, the infinite potential. I believe that we are spiritual beings. I know a lot of people have heard this a million times. We're spirit first, having a human experience,
right.
Not a human, containing a spirit inside. We are spirit first. So we possess all the qualities of that right now.
Well, I'm going to put you on the spot here just a minute. So everyone just kind of bear with me because we haven't rehearsed this. You said something to me about 2 years ago. Don't you hate when things start that way? And it was... I just loved it. And it was something along the lines of having a spirit within a physical body, but what you said is the physical body is the interior of the spiritual. Can you remember how you put that, or can you rephrase that so that it sounds better?
Okay. Wow, you're asking me to remember 2 years ago.
I'm sorry. Well,
okay.
I mean, I know it's part of your everyday.
Right. No, I get it. So the idea, it's not even an idea. I think what the truth of the matter is for us is that, the body is within our greater spiritual essence. There is something greater going on here than just what we can see and touch and smell and that kind of thing. There's something else happening. But this is not the center. The physical part is not the center. There's actually something greater going on here, and we have access to it.
Like the auric field.
Right.
The auric field, the subtle body. Yeah, I love that way of kind of thinking. And you can maybe send some of that auric field into a room ahead of yourself to kind of get a read on the room, and then your physical body enters. I mean, that type of thing is what you teach.
Sure, you can use it for that kind of thing. Absolutely. We do it anyway. We just don't know we're doing it.
But when you're conscious of it, it's more powerful, or
when
no?
You're conscious of it, you can use it to help you, to your advantage, really. Your advantage meaning... not to influence other folks, because it doesn't work that way. You can only influence yourself.
Right.
That's it. But what you can do is you can use it to harness that power, direct that focus to improve the quality of your own life. That's the thing.
That's the thing, yes. Well, all right, so that brings me to our next main subject today. You're listening to Gems of Wisdom. I'm Teresa Maron. This is Doyle Ward, an intuitive therapist, and so much more. And we're coming to you today on locallivehouston.com. And if you've just joined us, we're speaking about all things intuition, mediumship, fun Halloween subjects and other things as well. So tell me about your hypnosis skills and when you would use hypnosis and how you use it in your practice.
Well, a lot of what we do in life is automatic. It's unconscious. It's driven by long-held beliefs that are running around in our subconscious, our unconscious mind.
Like what? Let's use an example.
Well, anything that's habitual. Mm-hmm. Okay, could
like
be anything
smoking?
from smoking. Could be the habit of holding on to weight. Those are some common things that people use hypnosis for.
So holding on to weight is a habit, a thought process that you feel like you need that extra weight.
For a lot of folks, it is. It's a habit. It starts usually somewhere, and then it just becomes habitual.
Is it protective? Is it a habit?
It can be, yes. It's usually about protection. That's what I found. People are sort of padding on protection. And then when we can release whatever it was what caused it, well, then they don't need that protection anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. But anything, it can be anything. What I call crappy thinking, negative thinking, is a habit. Being pessimistic, expecting the worst is habitual.
You know what? Now that's a very good one. That's one that I think we can all relate to is just expecting the worst, not expecting a miracle.
Exactly. Well, and that's where most people get stuck. That's why, if you want something more in your life and you don't have it, there's some belief, some habitual pattern that's in the way of you having what it is that you want. So I incorporated hypnosis because I used it myself to make some positive changes in my own thinking. And so that's the way that I use it. I consider it motivational hypnosis versus therapeutic hypnosis or something like that because I'm not a therapist.
Motivational hypnosis.
Motivational hypnosis. So we're looking at changing.
Our listeners can go to Doyle for motivational hypnosis.
Absolutely. Which is focused on changing patterns so that we can improve your life.
With that said, let's go ahead and give your website where you want people to contact you, Doyle.
Sure. It's blissfulquests.com. BLISSFULQUESTS.com.
So one L in the blissful?
Mm-hmm.
That's great. All right, so Doyle, tell us a little bit more. Let's just say that I call you up and I want an appointment and I have several issues in my life. What's my first step with you?
Well, the first thing I do is we kind of talk on the phone. We'll do at least a good 15, 20 minutes maybe on the phone. I just want to get to know you, see what's going on there, and kind of get a feel to see if I can help. And then from there, we schedule an office visit. You come in. We do an assessment. I call it a lifestyle assessment and see where you are, what it is that you'd like to improve, what you've tried before. And one of my most important questions that I ask folks is, if you tried things before, what is different this time?
Yes.
Why will this work for you this time?
That's like the beginning of any good novel. It was a day like any other until I saw Doyle.
Right.
And when I saw Doyle, things started to change. And actually, that's very true. That's why I'm asking. So you go in, you get your assessment, you find out where you're at right now, and then you make goals or set goals?
Well, yeah. First of all, we look at how did you get where you are? What have you been doing that has yielded the results that you have in your life right now? And then what are the beliefs? What are the thoughts going on behind all of that? And then once we kind of know where we are, then we can make conscious, empowered decisions about what to do next.
So at some point you might want to do hypnosis. At some point it would just be an intuitive read. There's all different types of ways that you can get to ground zero from where you are.
There's all different kinds, but we're always setting goals. We're always having action. There's always something for you to be doing because we want to keep you moving forward.
Well, I have an invitation for everyone that's listening and viewing us today, and that is to a special event that Doyle holds every week. So tell me about your weekly meeting that you do. It's a great way to meet Doyle if you're in the Houston area.
Exactly, and it's free. Yeah,
free.
It's exciting. I hold a weekly affirmation gathering at the Spectrum Center here in Houston. It's every Friday from 7 to 8:30. I've been doing it over a year now. We just had our first birthday. Thank you. Yay. It came from a dream, actually. I had a dream that I was doing this program, I guess maybe a year and, 3 months ago, something like that.
Because you made it happen right away.
I made it happen right away. One of the things that I do is I follow my intuition. And I had a dream, and I took action. And it's been very successful. So it's a free way to come out and meet me. I do a different talk every Friday night. I've never repeated a topic.
Tell me where the Spectrum Center is.
It's at Westheimer and Mid Lane.
Ah, yes. It's right on the other side of Body, Mind, and Soul. If
Yes.
our listeners are aware of that beautiful metaphysical store. And the Spectrum Center is in an office building. I at first thought I was looking for, a center that was,
Right.
a
It's
freestanding building, but it's actually an office space.
Yeah, it's an office suite inside of the complex there. There are several office buildings, but I always have signs posted every Friday
Yes.
night. You can't miss it.
Plenty of parking.
Yes, plenty of free parking.
Yeah, the parking is also free. So this is from 7 to 8:30. It's absolutely free. It's at the Spectrum Center on Friday night from 7
To 8:30.
7 to 8:30. And you give an inspirational and motivational talk, but don't you also teach people in that format how to change their thoughts, change their words?
Right. I give a lot away that night. I get into a sort of an intuitive flow with what we're talking about, but I always cover the basics, which is this idea that what you think about and what you are speaking out loud, what you're thinking and talking about, is shaping your life.
Yes.
And you're getting the results of what you're thinking about.
And that's the value of an affirmation.
Right.
Is that, first of all, it starts as a feeling, but then it's a thought, then it's a word, and then it's reality.
Right, and so I teach people how to, be consciously aware of what they're thinking about and then turn it around. And so we begin to move more into affirmative thinking, consciously choosing our words to
And our
create
thoughts.
experiences in our lives.
That's amazing. Doyle, this is